Hi, I'm Frank Kinslow, and I have something that's going to make you very happy. I'm talking about real happiness, not the synthetically generated kind that you get with positive thinking or belief-based systems. Uh, It's called the Kinslow system, and it allows you to directly experience happiness through your genes. Your genes are the direct pathway to genuine happiness. Now, you might say, well, how are your genes a part of happiness? Well, we know now that happiness has benefits. In fact, it's a survival mechanism. But for the answer to that, we have to kind of go way back to our ancestors, to the hunters and gatherers who gathered together in little bands for safety. They had a tough life. They had to fight off predators. They had to find food. They had to interweave themselves in a social system that protected themselves and nurtured themselves. Right? So they had a tough life, and they had to be tough. They had to be intelligent. They had to be resourceful. And we know now they had to be happy. Happiness is a survival mechanism, and it has advantages even today when we're not fighting off saber-toothed tigers. Happiness makes us fitter. Happy people have stronger immune systems, they're healthier, they are more attuned to their environment, which means happy people find better jobs, they enjoy their jobs more, they make more money, they live longer, right? And they're more socially adept because they are able to read the environment. And something that was very important, especially with our ancient ancestors, is happy people are more able to find a mate, a suitable mate, so that they can pass on their happiness genes. Now, what causes happiness? That's a good question. Happiness is created by a biochemical molecule that stimulates the uplifting feelings that we have. What do I mean by uplifting feelings? Well, of course, you know what I mean. Joy, love, peace, compassion, glee, all of those happy feelings. And what does the Kinslow system have to offer? I mean, why is it so effective at creating happiness? Well, I can answer that in one word: you feeling. You feeling. And what is you feeling? Well, it's a way of perceiving that allows us to create those biochemical molecules of happiness. How does it work? Good question. It gently activates the autonomic nervous system in just a way so that it spontaneously and immediately creates an atmosphere in which deep happiness can be fostered and take place. So then, what is the Kinslow system? Well, it's a complete system of happiness. By complete, here's what I mean. It fosters and nurtures both intrinsic and extrinsic happiness. That's inner and outer happiness. Now, the inner happiness is stabilized, is brought about by perceiving you feeling. And I've developed a very simple system that I've taught all around the world to tens of thousands of people to immediately experience you feeling. And then the second part is I have taught people how to bring that out and use that, not to grab things to try to be happy, but to let the happiness overflow so that whatever you do outwardly is naturally more sustaining, more enjoyable, makes you happier. Okay. So what will the Kinslow system do for you? Well, instead of me just telling you about it, why don't I read to you some experiences of people who have taken the Kinslow happiness system? Okay? Here's Dominique. Dominique says, I had frequent negative thoughts and fears. She says, I used to try to neutralize them. It felt like there was a constant battle in my mind. Now, the Kinslow system solved my problem immediately, the very first time I used it. Then it spread outside, you see, inner and outer. It spread outside the moment I used the techniques in my everyday life. Now I have fewer negative thoughts, I'm free of the turmoil, and I feel good. It's a great relief. Now, Sanja says, I was having unsettling relationship issues. After an argument, I would feel the energy and the tension in my stomach, and it would stay there. I had difficulties being me again, getting over those feelings. Now, after an argument, I immediately feel relief, and I have an understanding of the situation. I never had this tension stay in my stomach again. I am happier. Finally, here's one I think you'll enjoy, especially. Natalie says, I was feeling guilty about a lot of past and present events in my life. Anxiety and insomnia, because I couldn't sleep with all those what-if questions going around in my head. Trying to fight these problems for years with psychotherapy, natural medication, and meditation, but did not manage to do it. Now, I felt abandoned, and I felt worthless. Sometimes I even felt like there were two persons in me, the sad person and the one who tried so much to be happy. Now, I have done meditation for years, along with positive thinking, and the difference with the Kinslow system is that the feeling of relaxation just comes naturally. After the first week, I already felt a difference. First was a better sleep, and then a better mood during the day. See, that's the inner and the outer there. My problems are being solved. I am happy, and I laugh a lot without even having to fake it. I let go of problems from the past that haunted me in the present. Basically, I am living. I am feeling alive. Now, that's what the Kinslow system can do for you. I have a question for you now. What will you do for you? Of course, the answer to that is simple. Become happier, right? Why not do it today? You're going to love the way you feel.